Glad to be here. Glad to talk about what's going on in the market. And how about this Tectonic? My goodness, I was talking about this a few days ago. And wow, it was up earlier about what 90+%. Really, really cool.
Yeah, I think you just said the other day you think that Tectonic's going to do good. So yeah, it's been doing good. So that's good. Eddie T is here. He says, "What's up?" Smash the like button. Thank you so much. Welcome to everybody here.
Let's face it, Tectonic is by far probably the biggest headline of the day. 90+%. I was going to grab a snippet a few days ago on the show when I was talking about it, right? So I was talking about, for instance, crazy scenarios in which content creators, we always talk about, for instance, you should take a look at this particular coin, that particular token, the shilling. But we were talking about specifically, what about if you just had $1,000? What would be the better play? Would it be Solana? You buy 100 Solana, and that basically does a 10x, or you do, for instance, $1,000 in Tectonic, and we also stated that that could very well do a 10x as well. That should shave off at least 1 0, and it could very well shave off even more zeros. So which one? And I think the majority of you guys basically chose Tectonic, and rightfully so. We see Tectonic doing a lot of things. So why did Tectonic out of nowhere do 90+% when we're technically not even in a bull market yet? Yeah, not even a bull market. And now it's doing some things. Well, we have some answers for you guys in regards to that. But before we kick it into that, I want to state what stands out for me and for a lot of you guys for the longest time is ease of access. So if you're a new investor, you don't know nothing about crypto, you go on the likes of crypto.com and you see, for instance, there's Shiba Inu, right? Okay, 0.50 is the number. Okay, I can load up on that. Well, what's this other one? Tectonic. Oh, that has even more zeros. Again, ease of access is super cheap. You could build a big bag with it, just blindly looking at it. But on top of that, they have a lot of, like staking incentives and, these particular yields. It just looks a little bit more attractive. On top of that, let's face it, a pretty big community. There's a bunch of content creators covered and so on. But why specifically out of nowhere this is happening? Well, I'm going to present this to you right here. Anyway, here's Tectonic. We did see, for instance, it was up over 90% earlier today. On that 7 day, it shows us up 98%, technically speaking. But currently, on the average, is 75, 76%, and so on. Let's take a moment to look at the volume. And currently speaking, it's 734%. Now, when I pointed out before that, was it end of 2021 going into 2022, that Tectonic, we saw it already, shave off a zero and so on. And I mentioned we should see it, for instance, do these things again. I mentioned that, like a $1,000, you could basically turn that into $10,000. That's what I personally see. It's not official financial advice, but a lot of you guys already recognize this. Build on the Kronos blockchain and so on. All right. So to answer the specific question, why is this rising, right? It's because they teased us something new. What is that exactly? Well, I took more of a closer look into it and so on. So the price rise came 6 days after Tonic hit all-time low of, for instance, 0. Listen to this, guys. It's crazy. 3678151 on December 30th. It says, in contrast, today's price was still below Tonic's all-time high of 0.34504029, right? Achieved on December 23rd of 2021. So roughly like a little over a year. Okay. So if you go to the main Twitter page, it says, for instance, good morning, hashtag Tectonians. There's a volcano about ready to burst. It says something new is coming. That was posted on January 2nd, right? So again, this is listed on crypto. Listed on Crypto Talk now. I always do that. Anyway, listed on crypto.com. And it says Tonic, for instance, was created by the blockchain-based incubator Particle B, which is, of course, founded by Gary Orr, the former chief technology officer of cryptocurrency exchange Crypto.com, right? But when we go further into it, it just kind of gives you a definition of all this specific stuff and so on. But it's just that. It's kind of like people FOMOing in. And over what? just because, for instance, something new is coming and a freaking moon. Can you believe that? One simple thing. So while you're waiting for this huge buildup of what is it, that's basically what it is. So I know it sounds crazy, and there might be another update that came out just recently to explain just what that is. But when people see these things and they're tired of a freaking bear market, they get excited and they FOMO in, and as a result, a lot of people are doing that. Am I going to FOMO in at these when it's blowing its lid? No, I think if anything, this might be another example of what happened recently with Shiba Inu when it comes to um, buying the rumor, selling the news. Oh, I'm going to FOMO in at 100%. I wouldn't recommend FOMOing in 100%. It will draw back a little bit and so on. But if anything, it's nice because it's an indicator that, yes, in a bull market, Tectonic will do very, very well.